Good evening, traders. Welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal, and you're watching weekly sectoral analysis. Well, last week was pretty much exciting because Nifty managed to close in the green territory, especially with a big green candle in the weekly time frame chart. But one thing we need to understand is, after this big green candle, there has been one development over here that if I just plot this into a line chart, we can see we have a higher high in price and we have a lower high in RSI. Well, so far so good. This is not a sign of a negative divergence or anything. This is just a sign that the upside momentum is getting weaker and probably the next leg of rally would be slightly with lesser momentum, or before the rally continues, there could be some sort of consolidation because this vertical movement has happened within a span of, you can see, just 6 trading sessions. This is a red candle, and after that within 5 to 6 sessions we have seen a vertical rally. Even if you open the hourly time frame chart, you will be able to see there has been vertical. Just in between, if you see, there has been a small retracement, but this small retracement on daily chart, it's not visible that much. Okay, so generally after a stupendous rally, some sort of consolidation or a slow momentum is very natural. Overall trend of Nifty continues to be positive. Yes, we do have a high wave candle over here. I can completely agree to that. But apart from this, again, there is no negative sign visible on the charts. And in my last video, I had clearly told that the levels to be tested on the upside could be 19,800, 850, and maybe even 100 points higher. So I guess if this momentum continues, we could test the all-time high within few trading sessions. Now let's have a look at the Bank Nifty. Now in Bank Nifty, the weekly and the daily time frame charts are looking very different. In the weekly time frame charts, you can see this is the first time almost after a few weeks that a decent candle is visible above the dual moving averages. It is a good sign. But in the daily time frame charts, what we can see is that the prices are still locked within a band of resistance. Which is that band? The band is 45,192 to 44,978. I'm talking about this particular band which I have tried to highlight. And above this, there is again a gap. This gap is somewhere over 45,480 to 45,400. So once this gap is surpassed, once this horizontal resistance band is surpassed, we will also have to surpass this particular gap. So once we surpass this gap, sustain above it, then the next leg of rally could be much smoother. And in this leg of rally, the PSU banks might play a very big role. Let us have a look at the PSU banking pack. Well, in the weekly time frame charts, PSU banking pack is looking very positive. In the daily time frame chart also, things are looking fine. One of the strongest banks in PSU technically is obviously the PNB, continues to rally. Yes, this has retraced. It could consolidate a little bit and again start moving higher. One another bank is Bank of Baroda. It's trying to go higher, and one of the reason is that it is at a weekly support. It's trying to bounce from there, and the main reason what I can see is there has been a trend line breakout. There has been a trend line breakout over here in the RSI. Okay, this is the first trend line breakout. Then the prices are trying to bounce from a trend line support, and over here we have a parallel channel breakout. This channel was on the downside, but we can see a breakout over here. Although after the breakout, if you see, the candles which have been made are not that impressive. So the breakout has happened, but a proper trend will be established only if we close above this particular level, somewhere over here, 205. Once we close above it with a big green candle, there is a possibility that the momentum will continue on the upside in Bank of Baroda. Private banking pack. Well, private banking pack, you can see things have now started improving. Yes, apart from this doji, this is a positive candle. Things are looking okay. One of the positive looking stocks is Axis Bank. Actually, by now, according to my analysis, by now it had already started to go much higher. But what has happened is the leader of the private banking pack, Kotak Bank, or you can say HDFC Bank, they were not participating since many days. They have just started moving up right now. So generally, when the leaders are not performing, the other stocks don't form that much. Okay. So what I believe is that this particular stock could consolidate for the next few days. And after a consolidation, if it manages to again close above this high, then the momentum will be decent on the upside. Okay. One more stock which has just started moving up, which was an underperformer earlier, is Bandhan Bank. If you check the overall charts, in comparison to other private banking pack, it has not performed that much. So Bandhan Bank is one stock which is looking interesting and could keep moving higher in the next few days. Energy pack. Energy pack, if you remember, I had shared with all of you that there is a trend line breakout in this particular sector, and there had been a retest of the trend line. And after the retest of a trend line, generally the rally continues on the upside. In the next week we have a big green candle, which is a positive sign. Now, the leader of the pack over here is obviously Reliance, but currently, if you check the chart of Reliance in the daily time frame chart or even in the weekly time frame chart, nothing looks that interesting. It is actually consolidating. That's it. So one stock which continues to move up ahead is GAIL, which I had shared somewhere in this zone, probably around 118 or 20, which is now currently trading at 128. Probably this stock could continue test 129, 130, 135 in next few days. But yes, it will have to surpass this zone of 130 for that. But there is one more stock which has started looking interesting now, is BPCL. Now, what has happened over here is we have a positive divergence. Okay, the stock has made a new low, and after making a new low, suddenly it took a U-turn on the upside. Generally, when short-term traders, okay, when a stock makes a new low with a big green candle, they are extremely delighted. But after this big red candle, if someone is short and the prices start moving higher, what will happen? People will run to cover their shorts, and probably that is what has been happening. So as a positional trader, I'll keep my eyes wide open on the stock, and if there is a breakout in this stock as a positional trader, I would not miss this opportunity. All right. And guys, please understand, whatever views I'm sharing about all the stocks in this particular video, I'm just sharing my personal view for study purpose. It is not a call or anything. Please do your own due diligence. प्लीज पुट इन योर ओन एनालिसिस, खुद का एनालिसिस कीजिए और उसके बाद ही आपको जो भी स्टॉक में करना है या नहीं करना है उसके बाद में ही करिएगा. ठीक है. Now, looking at the metal pack, we can see that the trend continues on the upside. As a trader, I can say one thing, that overall things look impressive. Over here, the momentum has been very, very fast, especially in these 2 days. So that is the reason why we can see some consolidation happening in the last 4 trading sessions. And I believe if this consolidation continue, it is good for these stocks. But there are 2 stocks. One is SAIL, which has surprised everyone with the type of momentum it has gone up. If it comes down, if it retraces, and it is available at a juncture at a price where the risk reward ratio is in favor of the bulls, then swing traders should try to concentrate on this stock. One more stock which is already rallying right now, it's looking pretty strong, has suddenly retraced and it is trying to test the support. Chances are that if it holds on to this level of 465, 464, then the prices will again move back to 490 or 495. Autopack, well, I have also mentioned in my previous video that it did require some more correction or consolidation, but the Autopack remained strong and continued to rally. And according to me, one stock which I can see is gaining strength and momentum is Tata Motors. The way it has closed in the last 2 trading sessions is started to look impressive. Once, I guess, the stock sustains and closes above the zone of 632.33, chances of higher levels being tested will increase. IT pack, one of the strongest looking sectors right now. You can see the way it is going up, and almost all of the stocks in this sector are going up pretty smoothly. As a swing trader, I would keep my eyes wide open. If any of the stocks starts showing profit booking signs and they try to retrace or something, as a swing trader, I would like to grab the opportunity in IT pack. Finance is, I guess, still consolidating. And if you can see the candlestick over here, it's not that impressive. They're not looking that bad. Finance pack is not looking extremely negative, but I guess some more positivity is required. And I guess probably due to this gap, there has been some selling pressure visible at the higher level. So let's wait for a week or so, maybe a few days. We'll have some more clarity on this particular sector. FMCG pack. Well, FMCG pack is trying pretty hard to bounce back, but it's not able to do that. You can see somewhere over here, it corrected, tried to bounce back, again saw some selling. Again, it's trying to bounce back, but I believe that the leader of the pack, ITC, it needs to do some hard work over here. We can see that the stock has made lower lows, RSI has made higher lows. It's a good thing, it's an impressive thing, but it will need to surpass properly maybe about 464, 465. Only then you will be able to see some confident rally happening on the upside. And if this doesn't happen, and if the stock does not break, say for example 434 and on the upside 465, probably the stock is range bound and just trying to consolidate. If this zone is broken of 434 on closing basis with a big red candle, we could see some lower levels coming up. Consumption pack continues to rally on the upside. Things are looking positive, and once it surpasses this particular all-time high, probably higher levels will be visible in this particular sector. One stock which I can see over here is Polycab. The momentum in the daily time frame chart is not extremely high, but the way it's moving right now, I guess there's a decent possibility that the momentum will remain slow, but slowly and steadily it could surpass its recent high, which was made at 5333, and it could go a little bit higher than that as a short-term momentum. Infra pack. Well, infra pack continues with extremely high momentum. You can see a doji on the upside. So it clearly shows signs of indecision in the short term. And the way it has moved, it is very, very impressive. I guess I shared my view on ACC on one of my previous videos, and it has rallied pretty decently. Once again, the stock is available at a lower level. As a swing trader, I would like to keep my eyes on this particular stock and even other cement stocks. I would just exclude the Ambuja cement stock from this list, but other stocks which are from the cement pack, you should also keep a watch on them. Pharma pack. Well, pharma pack in a weekly time frame chart, it remains extremely overstretched. As a positional trader, I would not be interested to possibly participate in a pharma stock which has already rallied too much in the last few months. But as a swing trader, there are a couple of stocks, or even as a short-term momentum trader, there are two stocks. One is Aurobindo Pharma. The way it's rallying right now, chances are that it will surpass this particular level, but we need to be sure that it doesn't break 840, 841. This is not broken, then possibly we'll be seeing higher levels. And one more stock is, obviously the leader of this pack is Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma, it's not that strong as comparison to, you can say, Aurobindo Pharma, but it needs to sustain and close consistently above 1122, 1121. If it manages to stay above it, then possibly we'll see some buying coming up again, and maybe 1149, 1150 will be tested once again. Realty pack, again, the way it has gone up, the momentum was extremely high in the last few days. But we do have an inverted hammer over here and in a big doji with a big wick on the upside, which clearly shows that there is some sort of selling coming up on the upside. I had shared my views on Oberoi Realty, and the way the stock has moved has been pretty impressive. As a short-term trader, as a swing trader, I would not like to participate in the realty pack at this juncture. But if this stock is available or any other realty pack stock is available at a better price at a juncture where the risk reward ratio is in favor of the bulls, then yes, I would be interested. Well, PSE sector, I don't think I need to say anything. The way they have gone up in the last few months has been very impressive. Even after going up so high, you can imagine the RSI was between 70 and 80, just above 75. They still started a new leg of short-term rally and they still managed to make a higher high and a much higher high. So we need to understand the momentum is extremely, extremely strong. As a short-term trader or as a positional trader, if anyone is holding stocks in this particular sector, you can continue holding with the trailing stop loss. If your stops get hit, probably as a trader, at least I would come out. Mid-cap. Mid-cap, well, the mad rally continues. I'm using the word mad because the reason is you can see now the RSI is at 88.59. And last time, I guess, this particular level was tested in October 2021. And before that, it was in 2017. So these are extremely overstretched levels. Again, as a positional trader, obviously, I'm not interested at this level. But even as a swing trader, only if it dips substantially, consolidates substantially, only then I would be interested, but not as of now. And as a positional trader, if I'm holding or if anyone is holding stocks in mid cap, you should surely keep a watch on your trailing stocks. Okay. So summing it up all, I guess overall positivity is surely visible, but the momentum which was there in the last 5 to 6 trading sessions in Nifty needs to slow down. Some sort of short-term consolidation will be good for the market. Overall, things look positive. But again, what we saw in the IT pack, that entire sector moved up together. I doubt that will be visible in other sectors. Even that happened in metal pack, right? So even right now, if you see at the sectors, if you see at the stocks, then you will have to find out the sectors which are looking positive, and within those sectors, you'll have to find out exactly which particular stock you feel is attractive for a particular trade. And again, whatever stocks I've shared in this particular educational video is just for study purpose, just sharing my view. This is not a trade, this is not a call. Please put in your own due diligence. Please put in your own analysis before you do something. All right? Trade less, trade wisely. Thank you.